King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair has so far been the worst book I've read in 2024, and here's why. And for the record, I picked this up knowing that this was going to be trashy romantasy. I was specifically looking for a trashy romantasy because I love trashy romantasy. Sometimes it's really fun when I'm in the right mindset, and this seemed like something that would be right up my alley. It's like vampires and like a forced marriage and an assassination plot and like that kind of I have to kill you but I don't want to kind of thing, and like that part alone was fun. But the thing about this book is that it's not trashy romantasy. It's just bad romantasy. This book was not good. I have read books by Scarlett St. Clair before. I read the first two books in the Touch of Darkness series and I didn't hate them. They are fun. I will be continuing on the series at some point, probably not anytime soon. So it's not really the author's writing style that I don't like, although it has been a couple of years since I've read a Touch of Darkness, so it could have been that my tastes have changed toward her and I've been reading, you know, like better books since I've read that. Essentially, the way that I've been summarizing this book is take the worst parts of From Blood and Ash, take the worst parts of the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy, and mash them together in a blender, and it comes out with whatever the hell this was. There were plot threads that were introduced that never really had a resolution or any point in being there. There were plot threads that made no fucking sense at all. The world building changed like 10 times. Parts of the world building weren't even really explained at all, and you're just expected to like go along with it. Like there's some books that do that on purpose, but you can tell when they do that on purpose. So it's like the author is almost spoon feeding you information. It's like she doesn't trust you to figure things out for yourself, even though the plot hints are so fucking obvious. It's just really annoying when the author has no faith in me as a reader. I've read books before. I can figure it out myself. There's also a really annoying thing with the characters just being like cardboard cutouts from other books. Like they were very like copy-paste generic characters. I didn't really care about any of them. The romance in this was also so unbelievable. Like they have never met before and you expect me to believe that they're just like in love with each other after like 5 pages? No. This is also kind of how the main plot point is introduced with like the forced marriage trope with the attempted assassination, with how the Vampire King did not intend to come to the main character's castle in order to marry her. He did not come for that purpose, but then he saw her and he's like, ooh, I must have her. She must be mine. I'm like, no, you just met. Maybe I just don't like the insta-love trope, because that definitely has this. This book is also like 400 pages long, and nothing happens for about 300 of those pages. And all like the big reveals and the, oh my gosh, plot twists, I had guessed them all like maybe like 200 pages beforehand. Like, you are not subtle with your plot twists because they're spoon feeding you the information. They don't want you to like work things out for yourself, and they're just like, hey, here's this big plot twist we're going to introduce later on. You better act surprised even though you already know what happens. It's like when someone spoils a TV show for you and you're just going along with it now, even though you know what happens. That's probably why I haven't finished season 8 of Game of Thrones. Anyways, that's kind of my informal review for this book. I've not written any of my thoughts down because after this, I would love to never give this book another thought. I hated it at 1.25 stars.